Alrighty guys, Namaskaru, welcome back, and here we are back again in a hotel to fill our tummies.
In the breakfast we had paratha and omelets. I would like to describe it with two characters like wholesome and filling. The filling in the paratha was very wholesome. You get what I mean. Now we are starting our journey onwards to Sangla from Narkanda. As you can see the views from here, the apple orchards you can see, and the greenery, the mountains. How much ever you look towards this view, you don't feel like giving up. But what can we do? We have to finish our tour, and we have to keep exploring and keep bringing you new content.
In the road, trailer for sailoring. That trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no cigarettes, but trailer for sailoring. Give, don't pay no. Trailer for sailoring.
And today when we left Narkanda, the adjective that filled our mind was tall. Tall in the sense, wherever you see pine trees, one taller than another. Afterwards we started moving towards our destination at which we are now, is Bhimakali Temple. On the road, the new adjective that I thought and was apt for the views we were seeing was giant. So huge mountains, so humongous that we cannot describe. They are like huge creatures. And as far as the plant life was concerned, their tall trees were no more. But what replaced was greenery everywhere. Meadows, the mountains were filled with grassland. If you imagine huge creatures wearing thick overalls with green color as the theme, then you can get what I am imagining. Some mountains you saw were having a cover of white, like fog on their crowns. It was like they were separated from the other mountains. They were like chiefs of their tribe, I think. On the way, everywhere you see was apples. The apple orchards, everything. A lot of different type of apples, green apples, maroon apples, red apples, small apples, big apples. You can see that last few sentences I called out apples lot of them. You can imagine from that how many apples you might have seen. A thought came to my mind, like if there are so many apples, why is this apple so expensive? when you see thousands of apples, you feel like it should be like 1 rupee kg or something. But I think these apples are exported or something. That is why we're not getting to eat these apples. And now we are living onwards to our new journey, new destination. You will see in some time.
Man of me, I know King of the road, trailer for sailoring. Man, trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no cigarettes, but give. Man of me,
At the previous stop, when I was so excited about apples that I forgot to mention that today we deviated from our actual path for going to Sangla just for Bhimakali Temple, so that we can see the temple. I heard so much about it. Another thing that I forgot to mention was today most of the journey our partner has been this Satluj river. The river is so ferocious and so huge that I thought there should be a mention of it. It cuts through the mountains like anything, and the force is so high that you feel that you will be pulled into it, and it will take everything from the path it goes through.
ये है 24 नहीं 36 HD LCD। ये है वो सेब जो खा नहीं सकते, बस दिखते हैं हर जगह पे। और ये है वो फोर्ट जो हम कल सुबह चढ़ेंगे। अभी के लिए हाइट वापस रूम में। ये है बाथरूम जो अभी ऑक्यूपाइड तो बाद में आओ। ये बेड जो बहुत कड़क है। यही वो एप्पल है जो बस देख सकते हो, खा नहीं सकते, हर जगह भी दिखता है, जिसके बारे में पूरा वीडियो में बात की है। पर
अरे एक्टर शॉर्ट।
ओके गाइस, कल फिर मिलेंगे। गुड नाइट।